Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. Today's episode, we're gonna talk about Bayard Rustin. You might not know the name, you might not even know the face, but trust me, my man, great, major. I don't even know what any other words. He had a major impact on the civil rights movement. And we're talking back in the 40s. Everybody's talking this Martin Luther King joint. My man had a grip on the game in the 40s. And trust me, when y'all hear this, y'all gonna be like, yo, cause here's another, talking about him opened up the door for something else when this music month, Black Music Month is over, when this God, lesbian, gay, lesbian, but I don't even know, does the gay come before the lesbian or the lesbian come before the gay? That's a dirty joke somewhere in there, and I'm not gonna go there. But is it LBG? It's LBG. Okay, LGP. Or is it GB? Anyway, the gay community. That's what we're gonna do from now on. From this point on, from this episode on, we're gonna just say the gay community. If you are something else and you feel like you got left out in the mix, it's all together. We throwing it all together. The same way they do black people. They be like, all you African Americans, and you look over, there's like 5 Jamaicans, and they walk off like it ain't about them. And the cops gotta stop them. Like, where y'all going? We're from Jamaica, come on. Nah, I meant all you blackies. Come on back. Bring your back. Anyway, don't act like I'm the wrong. Y'all know how that go. Foreigners will walk off real quick like it ain't got nothing to do with them. Like, he talking about them African Americans, them American blacks. He ain't talking about us. We dipping. Anyway, what was I? Opened up a door. There's a piece of history that he was a part of, and Russia was a part of. Blows the mind, and we definitely gotta touch on that. It's so much black history. You know what I'm saying? As y'all know, I touch on stuff foreign. I touch on stuff way back in the biblical days. I just, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put my hand on all of it, all the other countries that have black people that have been mistreated. That's at the end of the day, when we come to those certain type of things, that's the saddest underlining result. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing's for sure, when you go to Australia, when you go to New Zealand, when you go to here, people of color are mistreated everywhere. We talk about the Polynesian Panther Party. What? Come on, man. That's what we do. This is dope history. Please look this man up. The little time I had to speak on him does not do him justice. Check my man out. Please do your research on this brother. Great brother. Dope brother. It was, you know what I'm saying? I might, doing my talking, I kind of got off topic a little bit and went someplace else with it. That happens. Y'all even hear these right here, these little intros to this joint. I lose focus sometimes, man. It is what it is. This is dope history. This is dope black history. This is dope American history. Please do your research. Please check it out. Thank y'all for listening. The voice is just all over the place. Been talking all over the place. I like to talk. I get some talk on. Voice is getting kind of raspy, like, yo, you need to shut up, son. Sit down and learn how to just nod your head, like when you go on the street and somebody go, what up? And you just do the head nod, like, what up? You don't say nothing back, you just head nod. Keep it moving. Learn how to just head nod. Sometimes it ain't about discussing nothing, just head nod, keep it rocking. And I engage in conversations, and, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but I likes that, though. That's just me, man. We start talking about history stuff. We start talking about politics stuff. We start talking about sports. God knows you cannot talk about sports with these youngins, because these dudes who don't remember actually seeing Michael Jordan ever play, and they try to tell you about because what they saw on highlights and They got all stats. It's like, dude, you tripping. You know what I mean? You have no, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's like trying to go, they saw like that one like Richard Pryor special that seems a little dated. You're like, For that time, that was funny for one. Two, let me show you some of this other joint right here. By the way, that's going to happen to everybody. Every 10, 20 years from now, LeBron's going to be overrated. You know what I'm saying? And all those people who were LeBron fans are going to be out here ready to punch these little kids in the face. Like, y'all weren't around to see LeBron at his best. That's what happened. But anyway, my point, I likes to talk. Gets to talking, and we start, you know what I mean? Something that I think the world should do. The world should talk more. You know what I mean? Because I was with somebody talking about the joint over the weekend in Idaho when they busted them 31 dudes. Crazy. I ain't even gonna get into that because this is not the time for that. This is Black History Moment. But, yo. And then you saw they mugshot. A lot of them dudes look inbred. A lot of them was like, yo, that was like third or fourth generation inbred right there. That was, like, yo, they was really, you know what I mean? Like, the only reason they even made the group was because they hate hard. Because it definitely wasn't like, you could tell a couple of them dudes were not the thinkers in the crew. But, again, not the point for the day. Keep your eyes open on a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right about now anyway, on a political level for those in America. For those who are not in America, it's crazy in America. Trust me. It's going to be a wild summer. Keep your eyes open, people in America. Please be safe out here in America. Let's get into this black thing about my man, Bayard Rustin. Let's do what we do. Thank y'all for listening all across the world. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Lost Boys joint. Thank y'all for listening. This is what we do. Enjoy. Yes. Hey, man, I told y'all that new hey, the long version too. Yo, the Michael Bivins bar was written by LL Cool J. So, yo, that joint had to be official. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing, man. Taking y'all back to them days, man. Word up, when we was just out here wilding. This was around that time. My hustle game was hard. My grind game was official around this time. Well, nobody grinding like me. You know what I'm saying? I was out here on a Saturday morning. I'd go to Warwick Townhouses, and there was a lady who had an apple tree. I'd go up, knock on the door early in the morning, like 8, 9 or something in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can I get some couple of apples out your apple tree? Get my joints, put them in the bag. Go around St. Michael Woods, grab a couple of apples out of their joints. They just had apple trees growing up in the apartment complex. They joints tasted like pears for whatever reason. Don't know why. But you know what I'm saying? I remember like, yo, I think these are pears. They ain't even shaped like pears. They taste good though. But they was, you know what I'm saying? Rock out like that. It was Sunday. We lived down the street from a church. Hit the church up and sell them joints to the old ladies so they can make their apple pie. Hey, grind. Go to Food Lion and a couple of other spots. Cause I had the mechanism to get up into the vending machine and just grab a whole bunch of joints. Go to the basketball court. Dudes is hot and they sweaty and blah blah blah. Hey, take these cold joints right here. You know what I'm saying? 50 cent a piece. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Go to the Pallet, which was across the street from Food Lion, in the Millamar joint. And like beside it, behind it, however you want to call it, was a fish market. So I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday, this summertime stuff, this summertime talk. Go up real early, and when the Tasty Cake truck would come, you know how they do, they get their little racks out, and then they go, but they leave the back open. Run up in there and just grab racks and toss them across the fence where the fish market was. Then cut through the fence and just pray Like at first it was hit and miss. Some joints would have holes in the bag. You're like, ain't nobody gonna eat this. Then I'm gonna tell y'all how nasty this was. Took the racks where they had the fish joints. They had the fish joints, the little bags that they had came with the fish from the fish market. Spreaded them out over. So when we tossed them across the fence, they landed on the grass and the weeds and getting poked holes in them and something. Then they landed on bags and it's soft. It might smell like fish, but yo, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? It's the package. You don't worry about the package, you worry about what's in the package. So yo, and then we would sell them joints for about 50 cents. Rack them up. The hustle game was hard. I can say this, man, because I was a kid back then. You know, what you gonna do? What they gonna do to me? Tasty Cake don't care. They get paid. You know what I'm saying? Last time I saw a Tasty Cake, that joint was $1.50. The joint was just $1 like a couple of months ago. It's $1.50 here. So yo, they getting their money. Anyway, that's how I got into it, man. This is what we do, man. Live at the OA. Listen to that new edition joint. Have me just think about like, yo, I used to really get it in. I used to really be out here bugging. What we gonna do is, you know how we do, man. It's that time. So and we ain't got that much time. Speaking of that, so I still want to get into some joints. So we gonna do it like this. Take it from the top. Take it from the top. This moment in Black history. Hey, what we gonna talk about? Who we gonna talk about? My bad. Now what? I feel weird saying it like that. Who we are gonna talk about is Bayard Rustin. Y'all might not know the name, but this brother was so many levels, was influential on so many levels. When I tell y'all, this whole nonviolent movement that Martin Luther King was on, that started with him. The March on Washington started with him. My man was out here rocking with Russians. Here's a wild joint. I ain't even gonna talk about it like that, but I'm gonna tell y'all what's wild. 1942, the Russians were, bring it back. The Russians were out here trying to get African Americans their own spot in America, down south, because in their minds, it was like, that's where all the blacks at, in the south. So we'll help you get land and let this be your land. Real talk. I know y'all thinking that don't even sound right. It does sound right. Here's the part where it gets crazy. Black people, African American, Black Americans also had to kind of be like, I'm a communist, because that was a communist party that was doing that. They were out here trying to do it. It was for the I can't say it. The Congress of Racial Equality. But the other side of that was these dudes was out here dealing with Russians. Like, yo, like real talk. They was out here rocking with some Russians, and it was wow. You know what I'm saying? Now, what happened was the Russians during World War II. This is all during World War II. This is the 1940s, early 1940s. So they pulled all their thoughts and their money and their whole agenda away to focus on stopping Germany. Because for those who don't know, Germany, Stalin and Hitler had their thing, and then it was like Germany was like, you know what? We might as well take them over too. And then Russia was like, oh word, y'all gonna play us like that? I got you. Nah. They'll be alright. They ain't gonna die nothing. They be cool for now. We got this. Bring the money back over here and let's do what we need to do over here. And that was how that went. But my man was part of that whole organization that was rocking with them Russians. You know what I'm saying? He was part of the core. He was also part of the four. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we do, man. We give y'all this history. Back in the day, what made my man trip out, because the Fellowship of Reconciliation actually planned on doing a march on Washington in 41, but then scrapped it. He never got over that. He was like, yo, we need to do this. He was gay. He found his way. Why? Because he was always into activism. He found his way and connected with Martin Luther King. Martin people don't know, man, Martin Luther King was really out here wilding. Martin Luther King was really on some like, yo, he was more Malcolm X than y'all know. He was definitely like, yo, if they hit you, hit them back. They what? And dude was like, nah, you gotta go non-violent, man. You gotta be different. Don't do what they expect you. Don't be the people that they think you gonna be. Be different. Hold your head up. So, I don't know, man. You talking about just sitting in diners and having people bust you all up inside your head and pour coffee on you and stuff. Somebody gonna have to get smacked. No, bro. No, don't do that. Don't. I'm telling you. It'll get to people. Once they see that, oh no, they ain't gonna hit back, it'll start looking bullyish, and then they'll start to be the enemy. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can pitch this to him. I'm gonna see how I can sell this thought to him. But yo, I'm telling you now, somebody Jesse ain't down with that. Jesse was just sitting there with the fro big, mustache thick, like nope, sure ain't. Let somebody hit me. See, Jesse ain't with that. But anyway, he was like, yo, they tried to do their thing. Now, in the 60s, as all this stuff was jumping, Hoover knew Rustin was gay. There was another pastor, I can't think of his name. I need to probably look that up. I can't think of his name right now, but there was another pastor who got into Martin Luther King's ear and was like, yo, because he was doing some jealous stuff anyway. He was a hater. He was like, yo, check it. Word is, at least the way I'ma put it out there, that you and Rustin, y'all lovers. And dude was like, come on, now, you gonna do that to me? Don't march, man. Don't do the march, man. You do the march. Hoover gonna put it out there. Everybody gonna be like, yo, he gay. And then we gonna be like, yo, you know what? There's times when they was in the hotel room, Hoover got pictures with y'all together laid up in the bed. Yo, we gonna do it like, don't march, Martin. Don't march. And Martin was like, nah, we gotta do it. Yo, check this out. I cut my man off. And they was like, yo, we gonna cut him off. They ain't cut him off. They made him play the background. Rustin played the background. But you know what I'm saying? He was always activist, non-violent. He was for the gay activists. He was for social. He actually even told Martin, as time went on, let's talk about freedom and wages for workers. He was there for that. My man was in the mix for that. Because, you know what I'm saying? For people who don't know, when Martin was murdered out there in Memphis, he was there on behalf of the workers, I think the sanitation workers, and trying to get them more wages. Not just black people, but everybody. And that's what happens when you were activist. It stops being about this and it becomes like, yo, let's do social justice for everything. Even the great Malcolm X, when he came back from his trip to Mecca, was on a different plane. It was like, yo, there's a lot of stuff going on throughout the world. And his mentality was, yo, Islam will be the way for the world. You know what I'm saying? The world will be better with Islam. But that's a whole other thing. Anyway, we talking about my man Rustin. That was what I'm saying. Like, yo, it was crazy. Please look this brother up. I'm missing a lot of joints, but my time is running down. I still want to get back into this music. And when it's just dope, rich history like this, man. And I know somebody probably listening like, but then you did that crazy old conversation like Martin Luther King really was out here like, nah, I want to be non-violent. No, he really didn't want to be non-violent for real. He really didn't. But my man talked him into it, you know what I'm saying? And all that. But please look this brother up. We gonna get back into what we do. It's Black Music Month. It's I don't know, gay, lesbian letters, all them joints, Pride Month. Juneteenth is on Father's Day, and I can hear a racist white man with a cruel joke about that. I hear it. I can hear that joint right there. I can hear it right now. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, man, we gonna do what we do and get back into this music. Let's go. Yeah, hey, woo. It's wild to think about how, like, that was a Christmas song. That was on the little Face Christmas joint. I don't know nothing about that. I heard that on, like, one of they little joints about the Outkast. But, yo, because when we heard it, you know what I'm saying, it just played, and we rocked it. The video ain't got nothing about Christmas. It was just dope. You just knew it had, like, Christmas little slang word joints, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't think nothing about it being Christmas. But anyway, this is what we do, man, on Wednesdays in the summertime. We take it back. We take it back for a certain age range, you know what I mean? Certain group of peoples. If y'all feeling it, y'all cool. But if you're a little older, you might not get it. If you're a lot younger, you might not get it. This is that window right there. It's a window. this is what we do right here for that. Holla at y'all Saturday. Y'all know how we do on Saturdays. We just throw whatever out there and just hoping it'll stick to the brain, to the soul, to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all out here like humming that joint Sunday, like, yo, that joint he played was like, yo. But anyway, this is how we get down, man. And I will holler at y'all then. The cypher will continue around then. So, as we always do around this time, let's get it in. They say, you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, I'm out here. Please be the best version of you so the world can see you through. Please be safe. Peace. See how I try to make that work out? That's what we do. Word up. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.